The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board (JAM) has issued an official statement following the acknowledgement by Mmesoma that she forged a contested UTME result. Fabian Benjamin, the spokesperson, said it would not despair in spite of the painful realization that some Nigerians would do anything to cast aspersions on its good reputation. Meanwhile, Innocent Vehicles has withdrawn the 3 million naira scholarship awarded to Mmesoma after the Anambra Committee on Inquiry revealed that a Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination (UTME) result was forged. Colonel Osigwe, head of corporate communications, Innocent Vehicles, said the company made a difficult decision to withdraw the scholarship in response to the confirmed findings. Now, to speak further on this, Suraj, Chairman, Human and Environmental Development Agenda Header, joins us now. Thank you very much for joining us. Now, what are your thoughts on Mmesoma's confession that she forged her UTME results after she had played the victim at the initial stage of the case?
Thank you very much for having me. I think this is actually a very sad development and case and even story for Nigeria. Unfortunately, that episode and that case brought Nigeria into the limelight again for a negative reason, and of course it's also been mishandled by people who should allow the situation to have remained under the radar for the appropriate investigation locally, and at the end of the day, for the fraud that was committed around the case by Mmesoma or people that probably must have hated her, to have kept the thing outside the limelight and also international attention. Unfortunately, the advent of the social media, and this is part of the unfortunate situation and also implication of it, have elevated that case, which is a clear-cut case with all the indications from the beginning, clearly showing that Mmesoma was not really truthful with all the analysis, all the excuses, including the documents that she was parading. But I mean, the truth has to be told, and we need to also get this to ourselves so that we can be cautious going forward, and even in the future when we want to address issue. People tend to immediately ethnicize the issue, considering from where Mmesoma came from, and then it was seen more or less like a deliberate action that was taken in that perspective by people who sees or perceive Mmesoma as of their own. And when the reason, and I would want to say when reason should have prevailed, people decided to resort to sentiment that revolves around possibly ethnic and also religious issues. And people might not want to admit, but go and do a review and an analysis of the trend of how Mmesoma was supported. People went to the extent of ridiculously calling for the remarking of Mmesoma's paper, forensic analysis of what it is resolved, what are the papers, the original and the claimed one, even to the extent of the removal of the JAM registrar from office, for supporting a false brag or what can be considered a criminal act that was perpetrated by a young girl, either by herself or people who surrounded her. But for her to have also made herself available for such an action, it is very unfortunate, and we can be seen by the international community as almost just like a country of jokes. I'm happy that eventually the first confirmation, again, official confirmation by the third party is coming from Anambra, and that really tells many of the people, I hope quite a number of them, even though it is insufficient to apologize, for many of those who have come out to jump into all manners of conclusion, would see reasons to apologize and depart from the precedents and experience of using sentiment, primordial and mundane sentiment of ethnicity and religion to address national issues. And I hope also our religious institution, in this case now particularly the Anglican Church, our Anglican Communion, that came out to also address a kind of a national press conference. I completely felt that was really uncalled for. That was really
well, I would like to interrupt you here now. I want you to, let's talk about solutions now. What steps do you think should be taken to avoid issues like this going forward? Just let us know under 30 seconds because of our time.
I think the first one that has just been taken by JAM, which is actually to the extent of suspending her and also withdrawing the result, should be allowed to stay. I mean, that is what the law says. There's no justification, there's no reason to give Mmesoma any form of reconsideration or reprieve or soft landing. No, that is completely unnecessary. This was not someone that made a mistake. It is only when you make a mistake or when you feel a sense of remorse that you feel that you can get that level of reconsideration. But for someone who could tell the barefaced lie, watch a video like she did, and told that lie to the whole world, disparaging, an institution of that nature, we should really use her to teach our young ones and children the proper lesson by allowing her to face, appropriately the music for her action. So she can learn that lesson not only for now but even also for the future.
Well, indeed, Larry Suraj, Chairman, Human and Environmental Development Agenda Header, thank you very much for your insight.